much. It's an honor to be here. I have to tell you, the hospitality here is always from you, Ambassador, is terrific. Prime Minister, your ambassador is well loved in Washington, and my guess is all over the country. She does such a wonderful job communicating to our citizens what is going on in Ukraine and where the needs are. So thank you very much. And Governor, it's great to be with you. And of course, Administrator and Secretary Pritzker, I have to tell you, I'm particularly proud not just of Ukraine and what it is doing, but what our U.S. government is doing. I had the honor of serving in the executive branch before. People don't understand completely what career government people do, what their government does for them every day behind the scenes. A lot of your work is behind the scenes. We understand that. You understand that. You do it for the cause of freedom, for the cause of democracy. And we have been so impressed at Nasdaq with the dedication of your team and your professionalism, and Secretary Pritzker, all that you have done. So we're just proud to be part of the team here. And I have to say, in over 20 years at Nasdaq, I've never had a prouder moment than standing up here representing my company. But it's not my company. This is something we do from our heart. This is not driven by a balance sheet. This is driven by the men and women of Nasdaq, who, like at Bank of America, we have people all over the world, but we have the honor of operating the markets in Sweden, Finland, Denmark, the Baltic states, as well as here in the U.S. They feel a proximity and a connection to your struggle, and they want their company to be part of that. And I'm honored that we have been able to do this, working with your government, with your ambassador, with the Ministry of Economy, with AID, to come up with some ideas where we think we can make a contribution. But what we are inspired by every day is what Churchill called the first human quality, courage, because it makes everything else possible. And your courage every day is something that I know will cause more U.S. business to gather together and other businesses. We are joined in this effort not just by American business, but by the London Stock Exchange, by the financial community in Great Britain, by others. And we're hoping we're part of the momentum that will move forward to help you with your economy. We should say the history of your economy, your finance minister, former finance minister knows so well, has demonstrated great growth, and you have great resources, not just physical resources, but the human capital in Ukraine. So you have the elements, we think, of what makes a great Nasdaq company. And we want to ensure that the global investor has access to that with as little friction as possible. So we entered into a memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Economy, facilitated by AID and your ambassador and others, that will allow us to work more closely with your government to help build a financial market in Kiev, hopefully putting to use some of our know-how in building markets. We build markets all over the world, over 100 markets in over 50 countries run on Nasdaq technology. Increasingly, the global investor needs access to a certain technology before they will have confidence to invest, and we think we can help make that happen. In addition, as was mentioned, we feel there should be as much capital going back to Ukraine as possible when a company lists on Nasdaq from Ukraine. So we're going to waive our fees in connection with that, not just here, but we've begun a process to allow that to happen also in our markets in Europe. We are optimistic that you will be able to reach your economic goals. We are excited about this. We are proud of our government and your government, and to play some small role in this. It's going to take time, and there's a lot more to do, but we're prepared to put our maximum effort into this and allow you to tap the power of the markets to rebuild your economy. Thank you very much for that.